Hey everyone, Kevin Mangum here. Welcome to day number 2 of the Know, Like, and Trust Challenge. I want to welcome y'all here. Gonna wait for people to start getting in. Today we're gonna get into some tactics, and yesterday was more introductory, but today we're gonna get into the nitty gritty and start to get our hands dirty. So, um, looking forward to that. And also, I shared a homework assignment link in the group. So I'm hoping that everyone, when we finish this, or even during the broadcast today, if you can, go ahead and you're going to check out um, the homework one pager that I sent to the group. All right. So looks like people starting to get in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recap what we talked about in regards to day one in the community of trust. And I'm also going to go over our assignment so we can actually take some action and get some results. Now, once you go into the group and click on the one pager for today's assignment, I want you to take your time and fill it out. And if you have any questions, let me know. And also, I want you to interact with each other in that regard. Um, hello, and so on. So, all right. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna get right down to business today. Just a moment while I share my screen. All right. So again, like I said, if you can go to the group now and you can uh, look at the homework assignment. It looks like this. Hopefully you can find it. All right, I'm gonna get into it. What I'm gonna end up doing is I'm going to post this video and some more how-to training within this uh, one pager itself. So right now, there's not a video available to watch in regards to this challenge. But after this recording is complete, I will upload it. All right. So step one, you're gonna create a community of trust, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to um, write down what is your niche. And the three markets that most people think of in this industry in that regard are health, wealth, or relationships. So most of these, thank you, most of these industries fall under those three umbrellas. All right. So we're going to go down here. Once you find your niche, I want you to then find out what is your sub niche. Okay. And here I put an example in the homework assignment or in the assignment. And a sub niche of health could be weight loss, right? There are many things. It could be getting your blood pressure down. It could be, you know, things, anything related that your result will get for people. All right. So, sub niche for wealth could be financial investments or real estate. So you kind of get what I'm saying. This is what you and I want to think of. We want to start with one of those three, and then sub niche down. A sub niche. Uh, oh, I realized that was incomplete. So a sub niche for relationships could be, um, I guess, what I was trying to say, but it didn't say. But a sub niche for that could be uh, helping a relationship with your teenager if you have kids, helping relationship with your spouse if you're married or you have a significant other, right? All right. Then I'm going to ask you to niche down another level. All right. An example of that in wealth could be one level down, could be real estate. Another level down could be flipping homes, meaning you buy a home that has less value, you update it and upgrade it, you flip it and sell it for a profit, right? So this is an example of doing that. All right, very good. All right, hope this is making sense to you. Hopefully this is giving you some value. I'm in my mind, I'm hoping that I'm giving you things that'll be helpful to you. That's what I'm doing here. So um all right, so step two in creating a community of trust, it's going to be who is your ideal perfect customer? All right. I'm going to touch on that. And like I said, I'm going to get to the point. But basically, um, we want to think of the exact person that we want to try to help. Because again, like I was saying yesterday, in these days and time, with all of us being connected by social media and all this information, it turns out that it seems that people are lonelier than ever. Would you agree? People are lonelier than ever, even though we're, connected by social media. So this also goes for the people and the people that are also in the marketplace, right? So a lot of people feel like just like for example, if they um, when it comes to, like, let's say if you were a restaurant owner or a gym owner, or you help people financially, or you consulted people businesses, so many people just feel like they're not very important and they're just another number. What I want you to do today is I want you to think of what problems, questions, or roadblocks do they have, and what results do you provide to get them to the other side of the roadblocks? And this is very important. This is very important. So I want you to think very deeply about this. What fears, what internal fears do they have? And another way to think about it is, what fears did you have when you first started out in your industry? Because most likely that person is a few steps further behind you and they have the same fears. So I challenge you to journal your journey as you go forward with your business, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be gold. I'm telling you, like I've looked at, I'm gonna see, this is kind of, I don't want to get too sidetracked because I've been guilty of doing that, but I have looked at notes that I wrote last year and I say, oh my goodness, not only are those notes so valuable and I didn't quite understand their meaning at the time, but that also shows where my mind was at that time. So we need to think back to where we were before we became an expert or before we became really good. I live near an airport, so you might hear airplanes flying over. So yeah. All right. So all right, going forward. All right. So the first thing we want to ask is, what is their age range? You know, um, are you marketing to people that are 25 to 45? Or, are you a, um, you know, fitness athlete for, you know, high school football players or cheerleaders? Is it teenagers? Is it going to be people that are seniors, older people, retired? Okay, this is very important. You need to kind of focus down on who you're going, that age range. Um, and let me say this: a lot of people go like, "Oh man, won't I be leaving out other people?" You won't be leaving out other people. What you want to do is you want to set a firm. You want to create a successful framework, a successful, how to process and map to get people a result in that market. You should focus down on that market. Once you perfect it and you can get, 10, 20, 50, 100 people long term through your process successfully, then you can potentially go to another niche. Okay. All right, great. All right, so next question, are they men or women? You're going to fill out these questions in your homework. And just so you know, um, it's this homework belongs to you, okay? Um, but I would like for you to, best you can, take a screenshot of your completed assignment. And I would like you to please share it with the group. All right. One thing that helps us succeed is social proof. So I want you to be the one that completes this assignment and takes a screenshot. It doesn't have to be a full screenshot, unless you want to screenshot sections. But I want you to do that for the group and for yourself. All right. What's the income range? That's extremely important. Um, if you are selling a program, incoming airplane. If you're selling a program that is, uh, you know, 27 to $47, or a service that's kind of in that lower range, then your demographic could potentially be people who don't have a higher income. But if your demographic is um, entrepreneurs or people who have uh, who make over $10,000 a month or something like that, that's something you really need to consider, because if they are making that kind of money, there's a high probability that they'll be able to afford your program. And the good news is, the more successful you make your client with the result, the higher the probability that they will continue to buy from you and buy higher ticket items from you. So everybody wins when you make your customer successful with your program. Okay, because you have created a community of trust, they're going to continue to buy from you. So I hope you kind of can y'all can follow what I'm saying here. All right, the next thing is, uh, what is their level of experience in what you're offering them? Okay, an example could be beginner, intermediate, or advanced. So that's critical because um, I have people in the group that are intermediate or advanced, but I definitely wanted to reach out to the people that are beginners, because you know there's a market of people who are extremely interested in improving themselves in regard to what you offer, but they have no idea what step one is. It's not like um, it's not like they trust the gurus online very much either. And there's so many people who are kind of like false gurus, right? I almost said false prophets, but same difference, right? Um, so you're gonna be the one that builds their trust, and not just to sell to them, but so that they become successful in their endeavors. All right. So next, um, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Um, and I hope, hopefully this is providing value. Okay, I'm going to go forward. All right, step number 3, you're going to map out the steps of your customer's journey. What does that mean? It means you're going to create the 5-step process map to get the ideal perfect customer to the result that they desire. Okay, all right, I'm glad y'all good. Awesome, awesome. All right, I say 5 steps because I've heard from mentors and I've heard from coaches that all right, that that people in general don't really do well going beyond 12 steps. That's why it's usually like 12 steps programs. That's why I'm kind of like I have friends, and it's no disrespect to um the people who are trying to change the world, but when they have like a 75-day challenge, I'm like, dude, who in the world is going to have the attention span to do that? And what is the solution to that if your program has more than 12 steps? Is to um, break it down as much as you can, and then sell them a higher ticket offer that may have the 75 steps, hopefully not 75. But do not overwhelm people. They're not going to finish. They're just not going to they're not going to be able to see the end. That's why it's easier to help a person to lose 5 or 10 pounds than tell them, hey, this program, you're going to lose 100 pounds. Even if you have success stories, um, the mountain that people think they're going to have to climb is going to make them not even want to try. All right, I'm telling you, it's human nature. We've all been there. All right, so first question: what is the result that you're offering them? All right, so examples would be get out of debt, lose 10 pounds, repair their marriage, right? So, um, right. Yeah, somebody said 35-day challenge might be for weight loss industry. I agree. That's true. One thing I can tell you about that is if you can, like, even if it's 35 days long, like, see if you can make it into um like you could say it's a 5 step, maybe a 7 step framework with 5 sub points. And what you do is with those 5 sub points per step is you give them small victories so they'll feel like it's worth them continuing, right? Okay, great point. All right. So step number one, what I want you to do is write step number one of the customer's journey. What is your step one of the customer journey? Ideally, that first step is the step that's going to give them the quick win. Um, for example, you might be, um, let's say you're doing we're talking about fitness. That's the one that's easy relatable to people. You might be selling a supplement product or a type of fitness equipment, but the quick win might be, you know, show them the best ideal, fitness app that you use or that's recommended. And believe it or not, you know, when they download that app, they're going to be like, oh, that's so cool. Like they get to make a profile and all this stuff. They get to see where their starting point is, what their weight is, and what their goals are. So your first step might not be, my point is your first step might not be selling the actual like main offer, right? So just keep that in mind. The first step for them might not be, in other words, it might not be the product itself. Even though they buy your program, it might not be the product itself. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, step two. Again, step two could probably be the product, and it's kind of like from here, you're just gonna have steps 1 through 5. So just bear in mind. I hope this is self-explanatory. If you have questions, let me know, and also you can post them in the group. But you need to have at least 5 steps for your customers, and you need to map it out and stay in that format for them. All right, so in the tape, this is gonna help you. Okay, this is gonna help you with your map and everything. So in the table below, you're gonna list their problems, their solutions, their cost to you, the price to them, and the value to them. All right. And the way I put it on this homework sheet is you pretty much can like click like this little circle whenever you complete the task, right? So you're going to list at least 5 of their problems, list solutions for each problem, list the cost to you for each solution, list the price to them for each solution and list the value to them for each solution. All right. And I want to give a shout out to one of my mentors and to me, one of the best coaches in this industry. Um, his name is Stephen Larson. I want to give him credit. I actually learned this from him. And let me tell you something. Best you can when you're presenting to your group, always give a shout out to your mentors. Always give a credit to the credit. Give credit to the people where it's due. It shows humility, and also by sharing that, you know, that person um, may be able to study from that other person as well. Not that they would go away from you, but they will get value from that other person potentially. But moral of the story is, whenever you achieve something, you should always give credit where it's due. That's the moral of the story. So Stephen Larson, right? All right. Now, what I did was I made this table here, and you can do the same. Um you can use it here. You can use it on a piece of paper. I recommend you please do this today. Do this today. At first, it may seem like it's a difficult to get started, but I'm telling you, it's gonna flow so easily, and you're going to be so proud of yourself when you're done. And this is gonna be a game changer for you because it's gonna give you a different perspective on how you look at your business. So, first column is problems. Example I used was choosing a running app for the smartphone of your customer. Like they're literally like, I have no clue. Like I go to the Apple Store, I go to Google Play Store, they got the top 5, 10 apps. I don't know what to pick. You can help them with that. You can already have that for them. They don't even have to think. You want to just take that problem off of their hands and hand it to them. All right. So again, that goes into the solution column. Refer them to the app that you use. All right. Second, next column, excuse me. Next column is cost to you. It costs you nothing. Well, it costs time and energy, but no, it's not going to cost you anything out of your pocket. And that's the beauty of it. Some of the steps that you create, some of the knowledge that you share with them and the wisdom. Now it costs you to, you know what I'm saying, get that knowledge. In the past, it cost you, blood, sweat, and tears, right? But what I'm saying is, all the effort that you put in and all the stuff that you went through, it's not going to cost you anything to share that with your clients. Meaning, like, it's not like you get what I'm saying. There's a price out of your pocket to share that information. It's totally free, and the price of them is free. If it's a free app, for example, okay. Um, all right. And then the value to them, I said it's priceless because this is going to be something that is going to be potentially the first step in moving them into a healthier life or a healthier relationship or healthier finances. All right. And the next example I gave, so I hope that's making sense, everyone. Again, I want to just say that I'm really here to give you value, and I really hope that I'm giving you value. So um, all right, so next example is, for example, we're talking about health. That's just one that's kind of common for people, but pick your niche, right? Choosing a weight loss supplement. Um, Refer them to the supplement that you are an affiliate of or you get commissions from. Or, for example, let's say you have a course that you are, um, let's say you're in the educational field, and you have a course that you are selling to, school districts, for example, right, or whatever the case may be, right? What you can do is you can refer them to your course, and with that being said, you're not only helping them to get a product that's going to get them to the next point, to the next level, but you're also bringing them into your community. You're going to be hands on, so to speak, and they're going to build so much trust with you as they become more familiar with you, as opposed to dealing with total strangers. If you kind of follow what I'm saying, they're going to have a relationship with you versus trying to choose out of a sea of websites and people, right? Thank you. All right. So now cost to you could be cost of joining your program or cost of monthly membership fees if there is a cost. I'm sorry, cost to you. Um, what what I was saying is like cost to you could be like so like cost to you could be um, cost of hosting your website, hosting cost of the program that you're in that you're selling a product from, and so on. All right. So you want to keep that in mind. So like if your website hosting costs, you know, $47 a month, $97 a month, you need to keep that in mind in regards to how you set your price for them. And on some level, you do need to sort of consider like the value that you're giving them much more than you cost them. So, but in this case, the price to them could be $37 per bottle of supplement. So if it costs you $37 a month to be affiliate of that program, you've already made your money back with your first customer. So that's great. And the value to them is going to be improved health. Um, they don't have to buy bigger clothes, um, better self-esteem, right? All right. So we're kind of winding down here, but I appreciate you all. Okay. Step 4, create your irresistible offer bundle. All right. That's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast, right? All right. So what you want to ask yourself is, um, what is your core offer that you're selling to them to get their result? So now that you have a niche and you've sub niched down, and now you have your ideal customer, and now their uh, problems and the solutions you can offer them to get them a result. Now we need to make a core offer. So first thing I want you to do is name the title of your offer. Okay, pardon me. All right. Next, um, we're gonna name. Oh, excuse me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make the price of your core offer. Now the price of your core offer um, typically could be from $97 to $297. You can make it any price you like, but usually when you have a core offer, it's the main thing that you're trying to put out to your clients to get them into your world. Okay. Once you get them into your world, then you can sell them the high ticket thing that's $997 or 1997 or whatever the case. All right. So that's what core offer is. What is the main product or service that they will receive when when they purchase your core offer? Example, weight loss supplement, one-on-one coaching or group coaching once a week. Or that's supposed to say, yeah, once a week for the month, which means um, you charge them $297 a month or whatever the case, and for them to be in your mastermind group, whatever, they get a Zoom meeting with you, one-on-one. I can tell you now, if it's one-on-one, you probably should be charging way more. But there's value in doing it in a group. When there's a group, you have social proof and you have people, like, generally speaking, like, you'll have a member in your mastermind group, and they are going to have they're going to have a unique story and a unique way that they approach their problems. And when they present it to the group in the Zoom call, um, the most people are like, oh man, like I never would have thought that. Like, you know, she could be someone who is helping people um, market into a business market internationally, and helping people with the culture and the language. And but because of her point of view and because of her journey, um uh you know it's gonna, when she's in the mastermind group, because there are groups of people and not just one-on-one, she may share her experience, and even though you're not even in the same field that she's in, her insight is going to be gold to you, because you never would have thought of that. I was having this conversation with my dad, my pops, and I was telling him, like, it took me a long time to figure out, but like the example that I always use is like, it's hard for a plumber to see the world outside the eyes of a plumber. Y'all catch what I'm saying? So you all are experts in your field, and you really your unfortunately, like, your vision has started to narrow, right? It started to narrow, right? As you become more focused, and um a lot of it is so automatic in how you think. So you're in a learning environment, and you, like I said, I'm gonna use the plumber example. Like, you can't help it. You're looking through the lens of a plumber. You're trying to be open-minded. So the point is, if I would like for you to have a community of trust, I would like for you to create a mastermind group, because somebody said that create a screenshot of good comments on Zoom, and it'll be your testimonials. That is wonderful. That is gold. That is 100%. I can tell you right now, I can tell you this. This is the truth. Recent courses and challenges and things that I've taken, I have gotten so much from the participants, not just the coaches. There's always like that one or two people. Like, there'll be a student that's like, hey, you know, I don't really know where to start with this or that. A student's reply will be so perfect. And you know, you need to bear in mind that you can get so much from their testimonial. All right. So um thank you so much for that. So hopefully that was helpful. Let's see. Okay, so what what I want you to do. So I learned this from um, a great teacher, Pedro Adao. Pedro Adao. Um, he says um, an offer is more than just a product. It's a bundle of your product and bonuses, right? So think about this. Think about this. Um, if think of this example and how you can be compete in the marketplace. So like um if you had a lemonade stand, right? And so did your neighbor Susie, right? It's so hot out there. Everyone's gonna want to buy the lemonade, right? And maybe uh maybe both of y'all lemonade like tastes really good, right? So they're not sure to pick you or Susie, right? So you might do something like um you know, when they buy your lemonade, like they get a sticker on their hand or something like that, like a smiley face, right? Or you might get like a small thank you card, or um, something like a piece of peppermint candy or something like that, right? I'm thinking like through the mind of a child, but that's how you and I need to think sometime, to be more creative and think outside of the paradigm, the mindset that we have in our head. Um, Believe it or not, people like little bitty bonuses, right? Have you ever gone to a restaurant, and when you go up to the hostess desk, they're like mints or the little chocolates or something, And just like a little kid, like you want to take one, but you're like not sure if you can. Like you'd be surprised. People like the little things. That's my point. So if you don't have a lot of resources, and even if you do, um, you could make something, and we can get into that, but you can make something as simple as like a free ebook that's a PDF or a Word document, and it's gonna mean so much to them, even if it's very elementary in appearance. All right, so thank you for staying with me. Okay, so again, you're gonna try to have at least three bonuses in addition to your offer. So, like I said, I'm gonna scroll back up here. Where do I get my bonuses from? I get it from this table, right? I get it from this table. Um, and let me tell you, um, in regards to the cost to you, and this is something that I want to tell you. And this is I learned this from um also from somebody was thinking ahead already. I was getting ready to say I learned this from Grant Cardone. Like you want to 10x in other words 10 times the value of what you price. That was awesome. That was some uh a psychic moment or whatever you call it. Like you read my mind, putting 10x value of the price. When you're filling out this table, my friends, um, for example, I want you to, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do this. I want you to put your thought in this. If you have, uh, let's say you have a $97 or a $97 like coaching meeting or something like that, or $37 supplement, whatever. In your value to them column, you need to do everything in your power to multiply the price you charge them by 10 in regards to value. And I'm telling you, there's so many things that people don't know how to do, meaning when you offer a solution to them, like um they're it's just going to present another problem. What I mean by that is um more questions are going to come. And like I said, that's your expertise, that's your field, that's what you love, that's your passion. So you can think of things that you can put in as bonuses that you don't charge them additionally for. Don't charge them extra for it. And a lot of people are going to say, oh man, like, you know, I got to make money. It's like, no, like everybody else in your industry thinks that way. You get what I'm saying? You got to be the person that they come back to the rest of their lives and that they refer people to. That's the person you want to be. And you already doing what you love, right? So I hope that makes sense to everyone. All right. And um, so what I'm going to do is I'm sorry, let me go down. See. Okay, we got the bonuses. All right. And the last step of the day is going to be um, we're going to increase the value of our customer interactions. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have you create a Facebook group. You're going to need to create a title of the group if you don't already have one. Title of your group can be the name of your challenge or course or related to the result that you're offering. All right, you're going to create your introductory video of yourself for the Facebook group. You're going to go live and post your intro video in your Facebook group. My experience and my understanding is you want to be professional as possible, but you also want to be as authentic as possible. So, you know, you it's good to have talking points, but you want them to feel like that they're talking to a human, that and you are human, not some perfectionist, person on a pedestal. That's not what you want to present to people. That's another reason why people don't seek mentoring, because they think the mentor is so far away and unapproachable. You need to be someone that they consider down to earth. Okay. All right. So, for example, you're going to tell the group who you are, the purpose and result offered by the group. You're going to say this in your live video. You're going to tell them your expectations in regards to behavior and participation. You're going to ask them to introduce themselves to the group, and you're going to ask them to make a buddy or two in the group. And some people are shy, but let me tell you, I was really shy when I first got into this marketing, and I can tell you so many people that are a couple of steps ahead of me or have their other experiences really helped me as a person and helped me want to keep pushing forward in this. So even if you're shy, you know what you do? You add a person in the group, or you chat with a person in the group, and this is what I do. Like, I've chatted with people and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Kevin. Like, I work on websites and I do computer stuff." And they're like, "Why are you talking to me? I don't know you." Like that, right? Well, you just don't get upset, just be like, "Okay, my bad, God bless you," like that, and just keep on going. Everyone's not going to be that way. Don't let those people discourage you, right? But the main thing is, I tell people as I wrap things up, is when you connect with people and network with them, especially if they're your peers, make sure that there's someone that resonates with you and has similar values. And it'll save you a lot of heartache and a lot of headache in the future, okay? So don't try to force it. Don't try to, yeah, yes, that is very common in entrepreneurs. Don't take it personally. Again, because when we interact with people, um, what it is it's not that they're trying to, it's not that they're um, um kind of pushing you away. What it is a lot of people have certain things that they already have in their mind. So when we introduce ourselves to them, it's sort of like an interruption. So if I'm introducing myself to a peer, I go into it knowing that I'm interrupting their day. So I don't try to take it personally. Exactly, 100%. All right. And you're gonna upload your background cover to your Facebook group and profile picture to your Facebook group. All right. And like I said, once this class is concluded, I'm going to upload the how to training part of creating a Facebook group, and and then you'll be able to follow along. Okay. All right. All right, so that's kind of what we wanted to cover today. I have also put extra resources. I'm gonna put more extra resources at the bottom. This is just my homepage. One thing I want to say to you, and we're gonna wrap up, is if you can, and I'll um, go into a little bit about getting a domain, but if you can, I recommend you have a brand website, but I also recommend that you have a website that has your name in it best you can. Okay. Um, I paid a little bit to get the domain of my first and last name, but when you interact with people and you're going to conferences and you're in Facebook groups, sometimes it's hard for people to remember your product name. So, like, if you have like you know, you know, super duper backflip challenge where you teach people how to do backflips or something, like that's gonna stick with them, but it might not stick in their short-term memory. But if you get a report them and they know your first and last name, for example, even if you become Facebook friends or LinkedIn friends or whatever the case, or some type of friend, um, it'll be easy for them to look up your domain. And from that domain, you can have it could be a hub of your services, and link back to your company services. All right, so thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you. I really hope that you got some value from this. Thank you so much for your time. It means a lot to me. Please go into the Facebook group and um, look for the one pager link that I posted. Click on it. Again, this is for you, and this is also for hopefully for you to share with the group as well. And thank you so much. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye bye. I need to get some cool outro music, like some of the coaches have. Watch me. I'm gonna figure that out. But thank you so much, everyone. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Make sure you interact with each other. Don't force it, but I hope you can interact with each other, and you'd be surprised what knowledge what knowledge what knowledge you can get from this friend. Because you know what, I'm gonna say this one thing before we go. It's when it comes to entrepreneurs, sometimes we get each other even when our friends and family don't get us. So that's another reason why to connect with people. All right. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.